What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Jenna, and today we are talking about how you can manifest anything you want overnight. Yes, overnight. Obviously, of course, the bigger things like becoming a millionaire and things like that are going to take a lot longer. Reaching a smaller goal can definitely happen overnight, and I'm going to tell you how I manifested a lot of things in my life and 5 ways you can manifest anything you want overnight. If you continue to do this every single night, you are going to manifest things a lot quicker than if you just do it whenever you think about it. So let's just get straight into the video. One of the first things you're going to want to do is get a journal. Journaling helps so much with manifestation, writing things down and writing them as if you already have them. That is the key. You have to act like you already have these things, especially when writing them down. So when I write in my journal, for example, I'll write, I am so grateful that I gained 10,000 followers on Instagram overnight. I'm so grateful that my YouTube video is blowing up. Definitely go a little bit beyond what you think is an average, amount of followers or whatever it is that you're manifesting. So let's say you think gaining 2,000 followers overnight is doable, say 5,000 instead, because you never know if that could actually happen. You never know how much you can actually get. You might get beyond the 5,000, but definitely try to do something that's more achievable, but a little bit above that, if that makes any sense. I feel like when I talk about these types of things, I don't know if I'm actually making sense, but you want to write these things down in your journal. I do 3-6-9 method. I also just write down whatever it is that I want to achieve or whatever goals I have, and I write them down in present tense. So I'll say things like, I'm so happy I'm gaining new clients in my business. New clients reach out to me every single day. You want to just keep saying these things in present tense like you already have them, and that is the number one hack to manifestation. I saw a video online the other day that was like, if someone handed you a check for $10 million, no strings attached, they just handed you a check for $10 million and you take it to the bank and you go to deposit that check. And the bank tells you this is a lot of money, so it's going to take about a week to clear, but you're good to go, right? In that week that it's taking to clear, your energy is on a different level. You might say, dinner's on me tonight. You're going to act a little bit differently, right? Because you're going to be on this high, yeah, I have $10 million depositing in my bank account, but you don't even have that money yet. So that feeling that you feel when something good is coming and you already know it's coming is how you have to act when manifesting. So when you're writing it down, you really want to feel those emotions of already having it, that it's already on its way to you, because if you believe that it's already on its way to you, then you're going to manifest it 10 times quicker. If you don't say things in present tense and you say it in future tense, you are going to continuously chase that. When you chase something, it means you don't have it. But when you say that you have it already, it's going to just come to you naturally. It's going to come through the law of attraction. So I recommend writing it down in a journal every single night before you go to bed. I think it's better to do it at night so it stays in your head and it's closer to when your subconscious mind gets activated, because when you go to sleep, your subconscious mind stays awake. So I think it's better to journal before you go to bed. That way it's fresh in your head and you start thinking about it when you go to sleep. Another way to manifest your goals and desires quickly is by verbalizing it. So you want to say it out loud. I like to say it before I go to bed. A lot of these things I like to do before I go to bed. That way it sticks in my head when I go to sleep and I think about it throughout the middle of the night. And then when I wake up in the morning, those things might happen throughout the day. So one of the things that I used to say before I go to bed is, I'm so happy I'm blowing up on social media. I want to be a content creator. So whatever it is for you guys that you want to be, if you want to be a fitness influencer, if you want to be a business owner, if you want a position that you're hoping for, whatever it is that you are achieving, you want to act like it's in present tense and say it out loud. So I say before I go to bed, I'm so happy I'm blowing up on Instagram. I'm so happy I'm blowing up on YouTube. I'm so happy I'm blowing up on TikTok. And I say all these things before I go to bed while I'm laying down, and I fall asleep saying it. So I encourage you to do the same thing, because I'm going to tell you a story of how I manifested 7,000 followers overnight. I was going to bed one night and I had posted a reel a couple days before, and I said to myself before I went to bed my usual routine of saying, I am blowing up on social media, I'm blowing up on Instagram, I'm blowing up on TikTok, I'm blowing up on YouTube. And I said my normal routine and I said everything in present tense, and I try to be as specific as possible because I think it's important that you're specific with what you want when you're manifesting. Definitely try to be as specific as possible. But so I said those things before I went to bed. When I woke up the next morning, I had a reel hit 85,000 views. And I was like, whoa, that's the most any of my reels have ever gotten. I had some hit 20,000 and stuff like that, but never anything that high. And I woke up with like 3,000 followers and I only had 700 followers to start. So I could not believe my eyes and I just was in complete shock. So throughout that day, I ended up hitting 1 million views on my reel, and I honestly couldn't believe it for a second. And then the next morning I woke up again and it was at like 2 million, and then the next morning 3 million. So over the course of 3 days, I had gained 7,000 followers. Consistency is a major factor here. You want to say these things every night. You want to keep up with it. You want to really believe it. You have to convince yourself of this. Like, you have to truly believe that these things are on its way to you. Right? So acting like you have it is another thing. Act like you are what you want to become. So for me, I want to be an influencer or content creator, whatever you want to call it. If I'm not creating any content, how am I going to become a content creator? And I don't care if your first video does nothing, if your second video does nothing, if your 10th video does nothing, you keep doing it, because consistency is proven to results. Look at other people who are successful. What did they do to get to the point that they're at now? They stuck with it. And 99% of people stop after like a year and they're like, I barely get any views, I barely have any followers, no brands have reached out to me yet. People stop within a year if that doesn't work out for them. You can't stop. That's the thing, because that's where those 90% of people don't make it. But that 10% that does stick through, or 5%, 1%, whatever it is, that does follow through and continues to go through the rough patch, are the ones that make it. And that's why there isn't such a huge percent of people who are successful, because they give up too early or they give up too easily. So you have to believe in yourself more than anybody else. If you don't believe in yourself, how do you expect to get anything you want, right? How can you get anything you want if you don't believe in yourself? For me, I want to be an influencer, content creator, and I started posting on social media. I started posting on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and my third video hit 20K on YouTube, and I was in shock. I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow, all this time I was scared to post. Imagine I started sooner. But you know, everything happens for a reason. So you have to act like the person you want to become. If I want to become a content creator, I have to post content. I have to post on my story. I have to do things that other content creators do, walk around and tell people when they ask me, what do you do? I'm a content creator. Even if you're not fully there yet, if you don't have a lot of followers, don't be embarrassed about it. Get started, start anywhere, start somewhere, because if you don't start, it will never happen. So you just have to trust that everything is on its way to you. What you want also wants you. And, you know, just start acting and living a life like you already are a content creator. Take your phone out, take pictures and stuff. Or if that's not what you want and you want to be a fitness influencer, go to the gym more often, spend more time getting content in the gym, and advertise supplements and tag them. And if you want to be a designer and design clothes, start making sketches and start, you know, following more people that are also trying to do the same thing as you. If you want to be into wellness, like, it applies to anything that you want to do. If you want to be an entrepreneur, start acting like an entrepreneur, start doing what they do, wake up early and have a schedule, have a routine, look at what other people are doing that are successful and follow what they do. So we have so far journaling, verbalizing your manifestations, acting like you already have it, and then vision boards. Vision boards are so important, and you want to put your vision board somewhere where you're going to look every day. If it's your closet, your vanity, your desk. I personally think that everyone should have their vision board on their phone. I don't know, can you guys see this? The glare from my lighting is like kind of annoying, but I have a vision board on my phone. I put it on my iPad, and I also have it on my wall. I have it in multiple places in my room. And your phone is something you look at all the time. All day long, you guys look at your phone, right? So why not the first thing you look at every single day is be something that you want to achieve? So if you're looking at this every day, your subconscious mind is thinking about it all the time, even when you're not. The subconscious mind is so powerful. And if you can convince your subconscious mind to believe that you already have these things, then manifesting is just gonna there's so many aspects and so many different things that play into manifesting things overnight, and you can manifest things overnight, but I don't want you guys to think that you can manifest $1 million or 1 million followers overnight. Those are things that you might manifest over time, and like you'll see opportunities come the next day that might like, you know, trigger those other bigger manifestations, but everything will align how it's supposed to. There's one other thing that I want to talk about when it comes to manifesting, and if you've seen my other videos, I've talked about it before, but it is the law of detachment. And I did briefly mention it before when I said like, if you're chasing something, so it's all behind the theory of I don't chase, I attract. You have to let it go. Law of detachment is letting it go and just expecting it to come to you because you attract it. So law of detachment and law of attraction kind of come hand in hand. I don't chase, I attract. So you let it go and it attracts to you, because you just have to believe that you attract good things and positive things, and because you also think positive. So don't be thinking negative. You have to really train your mindset to be positive, to think of, what is this doing for me? This isn't happening to me, it's happening for a reason. You have to switch that mindset into those different things. So law of detachment is, if you want something so bad, you have to release it and know that it's coming to you through law of attraction. So I know it's like, seems a little confusing, but if you want something so bad, you're going to continue to chase that thing. And what happens when you chase it? You're running after it, right? You don't have it. So you have to believe you already have it by letting it go. Let it go, believe you already have it, because you know it's on its way to you already. I don't chase, I attract. That's something you should be saying all the time. And I think a lot of you guys already know that phrase, I don't chase, I attract. You just have to really believe in yourself, and that is a major key, to believe in yourself, act like you already have it, and think positive thoughts. No negative thoughts, guys. No negative thoughts. Negativity will ruin things for you. Self-doubt will ruin things for you. Be confident, believe in yourself, and trust. So I'm gonna end the video here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you learned something. Comment down below if you're gonna try any of these methods, and I will see you in the next video.